I'm just sitting there going, oh, okay, right, bye, Dad, we're going.
Oh dear.
Oh, I was like, yep, that's my mates from uni.
You know, a bit like, I don't even know one of them, Dad. I've never met one of them before.
Oh.
I do remember that time as well, though. Weren't we, like, on the way there? One of you was driving, was it James?
James was driving, yeah.
I know I was, but maybe me and Jamie, because we were both pissed, like shouting out the window going, are you going to real scientists? Because we are. Follow us.
Me and James were just there kind of there going, yep. Yep.
We were so cool.
Let's just get there. Oh, hello, fine listener. Welcome to ADQ, or if you like the long version, A Daft Question. This is a podcast where we try and debate the questions that you never thought you needed the answer to. I'm David Evans. Joining me every week on this magical adventure of questions and answers is a brother from another mother, my northern soul. Ed Sheeran's got nothing on this ginger man. Mr. Mike Malins. Mike, how you doing?
Wow. Hey up. What an intro. Thank you very much.
I guarantee that at some point in this podcast, I'm going to put a northern accent on and say hey up.
You usually do.
It always happens.
You usually do.
I don't know why.
And I mean, we'll see how it is, but it's never been a good northern accent.
No.
So we'll see how it goes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know, it's probably going to be another lockdown at some point, but you know,
yeah,
keep your spirits up, haven't you?
We might be going Centre Park. Well, we are going Centre Park, so we're kind of hoping that there isn't going to be a lockdown.
Could you imagine if you had a lockdown at Centre Parks and you had to spend your entire time at Centre Parks?
Boom. Yes, living the dream.
Would it not become some kind of dystopia, though, where the food runs out and you've got to live off the woodland?
Well, last time we went, we had plenty of ducks and a couple of swans. So I mean, and I've got quite a taste for duck recently.
Yeah.
In lockdown, if anything, we've had duck once a week from Marks and Spencer's. So I just need to practice how to kill a duck.
I imagine swan is like another high class level of duck.
That's got to be like up there with the like proper poshos.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd be with trying to catch a swan. That would be the problem.
I remember once as a kid, I actually tread on a swan's foot and its whole wing whacked me in my face.
No.
Proper cut my lip open. And I was like...
That's it.
It's like, you swan.
You can't trust the swan.
It became my mortal enemy from that day.
So you're not a fan of swans?
Nah, not really.
What's your favourite bird? Let's go with the hard question.
Yeah, as we go on.
What's your favourite bird?
Well, yeah, as in this podcast, we're going to try and we're going to ask each other daft questions. We're going to try and answer them. I guarantee 99% of the time we won't answer them, but we're just going to give it a go.
Why not?
Mike, and obviously you are the man behind the social channels. So if people want to send us a daft question,
don't be putting that pressure on me though. Everyone, if I do one thing that's wrong now, they'll be like, oh, that Mike. What's going on here?
If people wanted to kind of get in touch, send us the daft questions or answer the ones that we've already talked about, how do people get in touch?
Well, quite a few ways. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a couple of socials. We've got an Instagram and we've got a Twitter. Both are at A Daft Question, so feel free to follow us, give us a question, give us a cheeky DM or that. We've also got an email address.
Oh,
I know. A Daft Question. There's a theme here. A Daft Question @gmail.com.
Good.
And send us some questions that you want help answering, the question that you've never known the answer to, but you wanted us to settle it for you, or just some feedback and your answers to the questions that we raise in the weekly. Good episode. So yeah, should be good.
Any TikTok yet?
No, I've got a cousin in America, and she's like, And like, bless her, she's proper like liking everything and sharing everything. Like, follow my cousin, listen to this. Great, fair play to her. But this week she's like, you need TikTok. It's like, but it's for the young people. Yeah,
Yeah, we're not there though, are we?
I'm on there and I'm old. I didn't know how to come back to that. And then, so she's like, just put some recordings out there. I was like, well, I'll speak to the other guy and see how we get on. But you never know. Two, three episodes, we could be huge and we could be putting our own audios out on TikTok.
Yeah.
But at the minute, there's no TikTok. So we just set them for Twitter, Instagram, and good old Gmail.
And out of both of us, the one person who's more likely to dance for a TikTok is you. Surely.
You'd think. We've got some friends and their daughters are like, come and join this TikTok. Come and join this TikTok. No, I don't know if I want to be doing do on the internet. I don't know how. I'm
recording this already, so I could just use what you just did there, and I could put that on TikTok.
And we'll see how successful it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay, cool.
And we'll just become successul off that. Just can the podcast.
It's not the podcast.
Yeah.
It's TikTok dances.
Just that one meme. That's it. We're done.
We're riding with that for years now.
We're going to get stuck into the question in a sec, just to kind of give people an overview of how we know each other, because we're kind of quite intertwined in life, Mike, in the last 15 years. So we met each other at uni.
I'd never known you until last week.
No,
I didn't know who you were. You just text me this random question. Do you want to be in a podcast? Yeah.
Yeah, Northern Booking Agency, right? Who's going to have? Right, okay. This guy here.
The list? Who's the cheapest available?
If I call every person and say A up, who's going to say A up back? Oh, here we go. That's the one.
True.
So we knew each other from uni 15 years ago we met, which is quite a long time ago.
12 years ago we graduated, roughly 12 years ago, like this week. But
I remember first day meeting this tall guy with bleach blonde hair, hiding that beautiful ginger look, and thought, did I never know, 15 years later, we'd do this thing called a podcast together.
Who'd have thought?
I know, exactly. And then if you look at after uni as well, we've been quite close. You best man at my wedding.
I was.
Godfather to my eldest child.
Indeed.
And in return, nothing. That's it. Not even a Marks and Spencer's voucher, One day, the return will come.
You've got nothing but my love.
Yeah, that's just a poor excuse, isn't it?
Right,
really?
okay, sorry.
But yeah, so that's the kind of background of me and Mike, and we're going to try and use all that and do a podcast about it. So,
boom.
We'll see. Mike, should we actually try and start doing questions then?
We're here. Let's go for it.
Okay, let's do a question. Question number one. This is the nervous bit. This is when people actually decide whether they want to listen anymore. After this first one.
Question, and then depending on what we answer to this, they'll be like, no, you're all right. I'll just go back to Peter Crouch.
Right, first question, Mike. Oh, this is where the nerves kick in now. Is this episode going to even work? We're going to do this episode and go, didn't really work, did it?
Should we do some more questions tomorrow night?
Yeah. We get like 3 episodes down the line. I've got nothing else left.
Yes. This is why we need the questions from the listeners.
Yes, exactly.
Because I worry how long this is going to go on for.
Right, first question, Mike. Let's get right into it.
Go for it.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? I'm sure this has been... No. Yeah. It's been debating scholars for many years. Hot dog sandwich. Why? Where do you know coming from? Give us your method.
So, I've got two reasons.
Okay.
One is it's one piece of bread. A sandwich surely has to contain 2 slices of bread.
Okay. Mike's just illustrating with his hands 2 pieces of bread there.
If you were aware of what a sandwich is, 2 slices of bread with a filling in the middle. Right? Okay. Hot dog is just one.
Yeah.
Okay. My second theory is, I'm going to ask you a question.
Right.
You're going to say yes, right, to both of these questions, and then I'm going to elaborate, and this will define whether it's a sandwich or not. Hey up, David, do you fancy a sandwich?
Yes.
What would you like?
Swan.
Right, let me just go back to the back garden and let me try and get it. Right, so you've asked for a swan sandwich.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, second question. David, do you fancy a hot dog?
Yes.
End of discussion. So there's no...
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean, yeah.
You ask for a sandwich, there's multiple of answers you can give.
Okay, so you're saying, a sandwich has got to be 2 pieces of bread, separate pieces of bread, yeah. How about however, wherever you call it in the area, a bun, a cob, a roll. If you cut that in half, that's two pieces of bread. But it's two pieces of bread.
It's a burger.
Yeah, but by your definition, it's two pieces of bread.
No, but well, it's not because it's one roll that you're just cutting off.
But it's still, therefore, you're making two separate pieces of bread.
Right, it's like to be a sandwich, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah. So
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that to come back out. So I haven't got anything for it.
So how about like a baguette then?
Oh no, that's a good one.
Because you can cut a baguette in half and make it a sandwich, but you could also have it sliced and opened up so you can make it into like a
and Greggs do that. Greggs don't go all the way. They're half-assed. They just put as much as they can do. Pretend there's a bit of filling at the top, and then they sell it.
You went no too quickly on this.
Well, it's not.
Well, I've got some research as well. Was it by any chance what the definition of a sandwich was?
Yes, by the official British sandwich people.
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, we're on the same page.
Look at this. So I've got something here. So basically, the definition of a sandwich is two or more slices of bread or a split roll having a filling in between. So.
Right, but what I've seen is that the British sandwich people were
somewhere. I've seen something else. But I think what I've seen is the same thing you've seen, is the British Sandwich Association reaffirmed its stance that a hot dog is not a sandwich.
There we go.
It said on here, where's it gone? We don't consider a hot dog to be a sandwich. We don't consider burgers sandwiches either. But what I thought was better on this one is the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council in the US. Did you see this bit on the article?
No, I didn't. I didn't know this was as big as it was. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I want to get to know these guys. The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council of America. This is who I want to know.
Yeah, if you want to get in with some people, right? People that associate themselves with hot dogs and sausages is pretty up there on the list.
They are the people. Do you want to know what they said about this debate?
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, go on. They said limiting the hot dog's significance by saying it's just a sandwich is like calling the Dalai Lama just a guy. Oh, it's a proper strong stance.
Well, it's clean and cut. There we go. Move on. It's a big. When you sent me this question, it's like, well, I never thought of that, but other people have. Many people have. It was. I start typing in Google, is a hot dog, and the first thing that comes up, a sandwich or not.
Yeah.
So there we go.
This is a big question to start us off.
So we're officially. My opinion is no. What was your opinion beforehand?
Yes, I still say no.
So we're officially saying, for anybody that's asking, a hot dog is a hot dog, it's not a sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what I was doing was poking you for comedic effect, you know.
Well, discuss it at work.
Yeah. I always know, but I thought, right, how can I annoy Michael here? Keep going. Right, I think we've done the first one there. Not bad start.
Yeah, this podcast is not going to last very long, is it?
So obviously, hashtag ADQ on Twitter, email us at daftquestion@gmail.com. Let us know what you think and give us your reasons. We want to know your reasons.
Absolutely, yeah. We need to fill this show.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want another question then?
I do.
I keep saying, do you want another question? Because this is actually the basis of the podcast. So if you say no one day, we're ruined, basically.
I can't be asked, to be fair.
Right, next question. It's food-based once again.
Yep.
Is cereal a soup? Now, I never pondered this before.
No. And initially, I was ready to go with the hard no once again.
Okay.
But I'm leaning towards yes.
Okay, all right. Give us your method again.
I'd be quite happy having cereal as a starter.
Right, I've made this note. Yes.
Yeah, and soup is a famous starter. It's one of the easy, what's the soup of the day? Boom, I'll have that. If someone said, what's the soup of the day? And they said it's Cocoa Pops, sweet, I'm having it.
Exactly. If you go to a wedding and the starter is Cocoa Pops.
Can you imagine?
I'm having that. That's amazing. You know, you go to these weddings where you get melons as a starter, you think, what the fuck is that?
Why do I want a melon?
I've
been waiting 5 hours for this meal.
Yeah. I come to a wedding to drink and eat as much as I want, not to remind myself I've got to keep myself in shape.
Exactly. It's the one day, besides your holidays, where you think, I'm going to blow out here.
Yeah, exactly.
You're already waiting for the buffet if you get a melon. as your starter.
I think, I'd made all these different poke the bear arguments, thinking you were going to say no. And you've just got right to the end about Cocoa Pops.
I've got another reason though.
Okay.
Cereal is essentially water-based meal
Yeah.
with bits in.
Yes.
You eat it with a spoon.
Yeah.
That's exactly the same as soup.
Yeah, exactly, because with all soups, you can have soups with bits in, you can have cold soup, so you can have a cold cereal.
You can.
Do you think the difference, though, with cereal with soup, is that you don't get sweet soup? Because you get chocolate, you get honey in cereal, but you won't actually, I don't think there's a soup that would be sweet.
Maybe there's a market for that, and we've just gotten onto it.
Right, the podcast now, quickly.
If this isn't successful, because I don't think it's going to be, if it isn't successful, we will start looking for a sweet soup.
Hot chocolate soup.
That must be a thing.
There must be.
Down, David, that's next week's question.
All right, okay.
Is there a hot, sweet soup?
I was looking around for a definition of this, Googling like everybody else would do.
Yeah.
And I found something on a website called the Flat Hat, right? This is the first thing that came up on Google, right? The Flat Hat, which is the College of William and Mary's student voice since 1911.
Respectable.
Yeah, it's updated daily, apparently. This article's from 2017.
Not that daily.
Yeah. Sorry, soup is defined as a liquid food prepared by boiling. Therefore, soup is anything that extracts flavour from a product by letting it soak in broth. In that case, cereal is wheat and soup is stew, apparently. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can officially say that cereal is soup.
I would say so. I'm going for that. Yeah.
Right, bank it. Boom.
We go bank it, yeah. What does everybody else think? Yeah.
Yeah, give us, I mean, forget your official, I mean, we did use the official one for the hot dog and sandwich, but forget your official, no, it's not. Give us your reasons why you think it's not. Try and argue what we've just said.
Yeah, come back at us with reasons and facts, not, the blabble we've just gone on with.
No. Who's got time for that in their life?
Oh, right, okay. Another question down. Another question coming up. And for this one, I need to play a clip. So from the magic of editing, here's a new upcoming artist called William Smith. And here's a clip from a song that I listened to the other day. So that's Boom Boom Check the Room from, that fine, honest rapper, William Smith.
He's got a future ahead of him.
I think so. Safe rap, what I like to call Will Smith.
It is safe rap.
You
can listen to it with your kids.
Yeah, fun for the whole family.
Exactly, that's what
Grant's bopping along.
You don't want any of this drug-taking, arse-worshipping malarkey. Give me a boom and shake that room any day of the week.
Exactly. In Boom Boom Check the Room, so this is a question that has dodged me my entire life. I've always
Never again. It didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, until I brought it up and you were like, what?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So in that song, you would have heard in that clip, there is a line that Will Smith says, many people have died trying to stop my show. And I want to know, has anyone died trying to stop a Will Smith concert? Mike, what do you think?
I mean, if they have, it's the biggest cover-up since Area 51.
Yeah.
Like, the BBC have been very quiet on that. But why would you? He's up and coming.
Yeah.
He's got a new fresh beat. He's a legend. Will Smith is a legend. Why would anyone? Yeah. He performed in Blackpool 3 years ago, you know.
In Blackpool?
In Blackpool.
Really?
Yeah, they had a festival, like a mini summer festival, and him and Jazzy Jeff were headlining it.
I wish I'd known about that.
Well, me and my brother kept debating. I don't know why we didn't go in the end. But yeah, so he from Blackpool, and as far as I'm aware, no one died to stop that particular concert.
Okay. So that's one concert down. I'm sure he's performed many times. Well, I'm probably thinking circa 92, 93.
Yep.
Has he? I googled this and googled this.
You
I couldn't see nothing. Can't find anything.
Which you'd like to think means that nobody has died.
Yeah.
There's a nice ending to this question, that everyone's alive and no one wanted to stop his show or read into it and challenged him on it.
We've covered it up. This is going to be a Netflix 6-part series.
Well, so far, if the podcast doesn't work out, we've got a soup line and we've got a Netflix series.
So when I looked at this and I was Googling it, I thought, okay, I'll rewatch the video. And I
did that today. And I found some sunshine mix or something. It was awful.
Sunshine Mix.
Yeah, it was on Jazzy Jeff's, something like that. It was on Jazzy Jeff's official YouTube.
I think I watched the OG, the original.
Yeah.
I think OG is what they say, isn't it? The kids.
I don't know if they're still saying it, David.
No.
The odds.
I'll keep saying it.
Well, you do it.
You do it. I think this video is actually a cover up itself. I don't think this is a music video. I think this is a rally to encourage people to have martial law in a certain area.
Wow.
Excellent. Right, okay. Let me put my thoughts out on this so you understand. So
Please
you watch the video, right? So
Yep.
Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff turn up in Zip Wise. Okay, that's quite impressive. They turn up quite impressive. Ross with Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania were back in the day.
One of them.
When they all turn up on stage, they've kind of got a mixture of army gear and kind of army gear, kind of militant gear on. I think, right, okay, odd choice for a concert, but yeah, okay, we'll go for it. And then when you look around, DJ Jazzy Jeff is in a modified tank where his DJ set is. Will Smith is singing on a tank at one point.
Yes.
He's saying to people, "Oh, boom, boom, shake the room." Is he trying to tell people through that he wants them to destabilise their local city? I'm just wondering whether this was actually a rally, but he did a funky song to it, and then when people coined onto it, said, "No, this is just a music video," and it was actually a rally.
Deep.
Yeah, I've gone really deep. I watched it and I was quite disturbed, thinking, hang on a second.
Okay, right.
I implore people to watch it again.
I'm going to have to rewatch it and see. I mean, I'd like to think he didn't.
I think it's very clever from him and Jazzy Jeff, if that's his real name, of course.
But has anything happened as a result? Is the evidence to back it up?
But no, I think it was a failed attempt.
Right.
And they've got, oh crap, they've seen we've done this, we've congregated loads of people in this warehouse where, I'm doing this inspiring speech, but I've done it to a funky beat. And they've gone, oh no, we're just filming it for a music video. And they've just put it out for a music video.
And they've realised it's failed.
Yeah.
Not said anything else, because then, oh, excuse me, I've just burped. You can edit that out. And then I've just kind of, him and Jazzy Jeff gone, yeah, we need to nail this on the head. Like, it's not working.
Yeah.
Let's just stick to music. Have you got anything else in the pipeline?
Yeah. I've got the odd ditty, maybe.
Is Will Smith anything without Jazzy Jeff?
Well, I just think about who probably has got the most
music-wise.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, in the movies, I don't think Jazzy Jeff's ever been in one of them. He's told him to basically F off.
But I wonder now whether he's had to release more songs to deeper the cover. I've gone too deep, haven't I?
Yeah.
Forget that, yeah.
I mean, it's 10:30. Like, I'm close to bed. Like, you're moving slightly off.
Yeah, okay.
Me and my mate called Sean McDermott in primary school made up a dance for that song.
Okay.
And I remember queuing up to get into the fields opposite, so we could play football at lunch.
Yeah.
And he taught me this dance. I was like, oh yeah, that's really cool. And no one else joined in. It was a bit awkward. It was basically, we jump up and like as if it's a fire explosion, going boom.
Yeah.
Shake the room. So we shake him. Repeat. Boom, shake the room. Boom, shake the room. And then, hand in the air, 12 o'clock, tick, 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 as if it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Blow up again, boom.
Okay.
I think that, rewatching the video, as I have done in preparation, is a lot catchier than what he did.
Was there anything else to the dance, or was it just that
chorus? It was just we only worked in the chorus. I'll be honest, we didn't really have much time. And I'm kind of glad we didn't, because, again, you don't really realise this until you proper look into something. There's a particular line in that song that is a little bit dirty.
Okay.
I don't know if you picked up on it. I flip them around, and then I work that booty.
Yeah.
That is a bit...
It's not clean-cut Will Smith, is it? He got away with that.
He did.
That's 2 lines he's got away with.
And Eminem... slated him for not swearing in his music videos. Well, I'm sorry, but he insinuated anal sex, so I think he's won there, mate.
Oh, so Will Smith, Mr. William Smith, is he a secret military leader, or was it just...
No one's going to back you up on that. I guarantee there's not one person out there thinking, yes, finally, someone agrees with me.
Right. How many people died to stop his show? We're saying none. Right, 3 questions down. I think we need to hear other people's questions, Mike, on
Yes.
this. We need to listen to question time. Say you can tweet us at A Daft Question, use hashtag ADQ, or email us adaftquestion@gmail.com. And we've had some questions in already, Mike.
We have.
Interesting. You know, from people that we don't know at all.
Well, I've never heard of him, I'll be honest. Can't say much for you, but who Matt G is, I've never known.
Go on.
I'll do at StuJ4Z first.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you for the question, StuJ4Z. Is it, and I've got a feeling, right, you're going to have to answer this.
Okay.
Because, well, we simply just don't sleep together in the same bed. Is it ever okay to swap sides of the bed that you sleep on?
You see, I think no. I think you get so entrenched in one side. I personally find it strange if you have to swap sides.
Okay.
I find it bizarre.
And is it the same if you go on holiday?
Yes. Right, so I go on holiday, same side. If I'm looking at the bed, what side are you on? If you're looking at the bed, I'm on the. Hang on, I've got to reverse this again, haven't I? On the left side.
Right. Okay. Now, just out of interest,
yeah.
In your room, is that closest to the door or not?
No.
Really? See, because back in there, on the occasion when we have to share a bed, I always sleep nearest the door in case we get attacked by burglars.
Okay, yeah.
So that will, I mean, as I said, like, thankfully we've got separate beds, but that never say that if we have to sleep in one bed, that will always change. I don't know if that's to protect her or I'll be the one that gets killed first, whichever way she looks at it. I'm thinking it's the latter, but anyway, I'm always closest at the door.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I get that reasoning. Or, the closest to run away.
Yeah, but I'd get stopped by the burglar. She could get through the window.
Or it depends how your house is set up. If there's a window there, you can just write, sorry, bye. Just go out the window first.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking now if we're going to hotels. Because I can't speak. I can't speak for us here.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time we shared a bed in the same house.
Okay.
It's bliss. You should try it. It's amazing. But whenever we're in a hotel or whatever, we'll even try and we'll get double rooms. Honestly, we just can't sleep. Anyway, there's always door, bed, window.
Yeah.
So she'll be closest to window to jump out or whatever, while I get decimated with a machete and try and shout out, "Tell Harvey I love her."
Okay, yeah. So I'm saying no on that one. You've got to be on your one side.
Right. Second question, because I've mentioned his name, Matt G, which is at Metallica UK.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Good on Matt. Yeah.
I like this one. Are the band Bowling for Soup? Good band.
Yeah.
Takes me back to A days. Is it bowling for, as in order to gain soup, or bowling for in support of soup?
Oh, that's a good question. I think they're trying to gain it, I would say. You're bowling in order to have soup as a prize?
Yeah, that's what I would think.
I'll go for that.
I think if we do go for this sweetie hot soup, we should get them on board as the official ambassadors.
Exactly.
Get them in the local bowling alley.
Yeah.
Just shoot some sort of promo, and at the end going, try our new hot chocolate soup.
And the soup comes in, when the ball comes back to you in that machine, it comes to them like, oh, what's this that's been returned to me?
Yeah, and they all just cheesily look into the camera and go,
Yeah. And they'll make up a ditty as well, again. They'll make up a great catchy song for it. And we'll claim 90% of the royalties. We've
got a lot to think about for this new soup product.
I think so. I remember years and years ago, it's a weird bowling for soup / Justin Timberlake hybrid story. Right, okay.
I'm keen, I'm listening.
So my dad years ago used to be like a credit controller person at a company. And one of his clients was this finance guy at a record company, the same record company of Justin Timberlake and Bowling for Soup. Eclectic mix of clients there,
Indeed.
Obviously. And obviously he got quite chatty and friendly with this guy. And my sister was a big JT fan, like we all were, of course, back in the day.
Oh, I've seen him twice.
Yeah. I've seen it twice.
Yeah. Once in Manchester for the Justified album, and then the second in Birmingham when I was at uni for the what's his second album called? Future sex love
Just
sounds.
love
There we go.
sex sounds. I think my dad had said to this guy, "Oh, is there anything, kind of cheeky? Is there anything free you can send me so I can give to my daughter?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll send you something." So in the post, my sister got this limited edition, jacket, Justin Timberlake jacket. It's
Sweet.
barely you wouldn't buy it. And I was thinking, bloody hell, this is great.
Yeah.
I said to my dad, you said bowl of the super on there. So I think, do you think you could just do the same thing? Yeah, go on then. And I got basically a copy of their first single. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Cheers for that. I was hoping for...
That's a bit of a wounder.
I was hoping for a bowling ball with soup on it, or...
Do you look at that jacket now in your sister's wardrobe?
Oh, I burnt it.
Fair play. Fair play. I like your style.
I just remember thinking, oh, look how great this is, and, oh, yeah, thanks.
Here's a lighter.
I've got to be grateful, though, because it was free.
Yeah, and you probably how old were you?
Probably about 14.
Yeah, 15, you probably had to be to your dad. Yay, thank you, Dad. That was so good. Yeah. Thank you.
Right, so we're saying bowl of soup. We're thinking they're trying to get soup.
You're bowling for soup.
For soup. The prize is soup. You're not looking to get a novelty pin. You're trying to be fed, basically.
Yeah.
Good
question.
Any other questions on the old?
We've got quite a few, actually. We've got an email question.
Ooh, email question.
Liz in Manchester.
Okay. What does Liz in Manchester say?
What is the best way to Amarillo? Okay. Can you show me? Now, I can't show you because it's a podcast. I don't know why I even added that last bit to the question. But what I can do, Liz, is I can tell you how exactly to get to Amarillo. Okay. Now, I've done research on this.
Oh, break it down for us.
There are flights involved.
Okay.
Okay, now, first off, you need to make your way down to London somehow. Okay. That can be car, taxi, bus, walking, whatever you deem suitable, Liz, you need to get yourself to London Heathrow. From there, on the 20th of September, so you've got a few days to get down there. Mm-hmm. 20th of September, there is a plane, British Airways, at 11 o'clock, leaving London Heathrow. For 12 hours and 59 minutes, straight to Dallas Fort Worth International.
Okay, yeah.
You'll get there at 3 o'clock local time.
Yeah.
Then you've got to wait an hour and 40 until the next British Airways flight from Dallas Fort Worth International to Amarillo International. That takes 1 hour 19. And you're in Amarillo. It's quite simple, really.
So quite simple.
You could have Googled it yourself.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that she's sent our first email.
Yeah.
That deserves something.
Some people just can't be bothered to Google it. They just want other people to tell them how to do it.
Exactly. And fair play to her. We're living in such a fast-paced world.
Exactly.
She might not get out of the house much. Who knows? So,
and she thought, the question. Yeah. And she thought we'd give some kind of novelty answer, and no.
No.
Sorry.
You've asked the question, we give you the answer.
Yeah. We'll give you a serious answer if the question is straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, more questions. Let's find through.
You want more? Okay.
Go on,
okay. You're excited for this. Right.
Well, it's the first podcast, Mike. If you weren't excited, I'd be very worried.
I'm excited.
Good.
Have you not seen me on my Facebook, Twitter?
Yes, that's true.
I've been you know them people that sell the fake aftershaves?
Yeah.
I've been bombarding everyone's newsfeed. And what is it? That fake makeup that's amazing, but you never see it on Boots, so it's not that amazing. Them kind of people, right? That's just bombarded. I'm dead excited for this. This is my only job at the minute. I haven't got a job. This is legitimately. I changed on LinkedIn today my job title to podcaster. So yes, David, okay. I'm excited.
Good. Okay. Good. All right. Sunshine. You've justified it. Well done.
Right. So, Cage Fighting Pod.
Yeah. Big fan of that pod.
Right, well, that's good, because it says tonight's podcast recording has thrown up a potential one of the biggest answerable questions.
Okay, go on.
Have you ever had a poo in a nightclub?
Ooh, it's a straight no on that one.
Really?
I personally haven't. I haven't thought on the dance floor when there's a bit of Venga Boys on. Right, quickly, just go do a shit, and I could loosen myself up for the rest of it. How about you? I get the impression that
Venga Boys, if you were to go and have a shit, would Venga Boys be the band, the track that you think, right, this is the time I need to get off the dance floor?
But I think it's more the bass of it might, cause something in my bowels to go right.
Oh, okay.
You know, go on.
Yeah.
You need to go now.
Unfortunately, I have.
Right, okay, yeah.
It was at uni. It wasn't the most pleasurable experiences.
Okay.
I was, and I forgot about this until this question came up, and I was like, oh yeah, that one time. It just hit me, like suddenly, I was dancing to Venga Boys, and it just hit me, like, oh crap, hey, no pun intended, oh crap, I need to go to the toilet. And it was a fast one, if you know what I mean. It wasn't a let's just chill with the paper type thing. It needed to come out. And I remember I was sweating, and I can't believe I'm saying this now, because I don't think I told anyone. It was a famous Warsaw Wednesday. I was drunk. I'd gone to the bathroom. I shut the door, and I remember the floor was soaking.
Oh.
It's probably piss. But whatever it was, I remember on my tiptoes with my shoes, I pulled my jeans down, and I was like, I can't have them touching the floor. So I kind of like had to pull up from the bottom to as far to my knees as possible, the waistband to my knees, and hold on to them. And I just had to, as quietly as possible, do this god-awful thing on a Warsaw Wednesday. And I managed to get away with it. No one knows of that story until now.
Oh, well, and you've shared it for the first time here. Thank you.
And I think that's the only time I've done it.
Okay, and you said it was quick and out. Was it a ghost one?
No. No.
Do you remember your history of wipage? Was it a ghost one?
Well, I don't have a memory of thinking, all right. It was definitely a quick thing to get this sorted.
Yeah.
Flush it down, wait until there's no one in the toilet, and run.
And if there's skid marks, doesn't matter, just get back out there.
No, because no one will know it was me.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I didn't even stop for aftershave. I just ran out.
I can't tip you, sorry, I've got to go.
I didn't go back into that toilet because I didn't want to see the toilet assistant again. Hey up, mate, remember me?
Oh, right, okay, so that's that question answered. We're a yes and a no on that front.
Do you want another one?
Go on, why not? Why not?
Right. Should Velcro be an acceptable way of securing adult footwear?
Right, interesting one.
This, by the way, is from Lee Hasdell.
I've got to give a big shout out for Lee, because from my other less successful podcast, Wolves Fancast, this is the...
You won awards. You won awards for that show. This is why I'm nervous, because I'm here with a pro that's been there, done that. I'm surprised you haven't got it in the background, your award, to be honest.
Yeah, so the other podcast used to, Lee used to send in all these type of questions in, and that was a big inspiration for us doing the show. So big thanks to Lee.
Have we
on that one.
stole his idea? Does he know we're doing this?
Yes, I had verbal permission from him that we could do a show on this basis.
Okay. Is he expecting any royalties?
0.0002%, yes. It will be a check that's predated in 2048, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Happy retirement, Lee.
Yeah. So I think on this one, I'm surprised that this hasn't happened, or is more commercially available. What is the point as an adult of having laces now? Surely one big Velcro strap is all.
I would
quick and out.
love this to be acceptable. I would love it.
But why isn't it? Why isn't it? I don't know. What's the point of fiddling around?
I'll tell you why it's not.
Okay.
Because there's probably nothing worse than going to someone's house, thinking you've scored, I'm in here, and then suddenly you just hear this. Like, if there's any mood set before then, it's gone.
Yeah, what if you get stuck as well? Sorry, love, hang on.
From that. My Power Rangers ones are stuck. Hang on. You can't come back from that. That's.
Yeah, but like it's those times when you're trying to do your lace up, or the laces get so tight that you've got to try and unpick them.
Yeah. I would, and especially now that I've got a kid, like you don't have to worry about the back of your heel being damaged if you want to go slide off. You don't have to worry about the time of this is too tight. We said we'd meet someone at 2:00, whatever. You just slide in, boom, you're away.
Exactly.
It should be acceptable.
And you're walking down the street, you can see his laces and I've got to stop now. I've got to do my laces back up.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Exactly.
There must be a reason why. Maybe it's economic. Maybe it's
because you won't get laid. I've just told you.
Yeah, you're looking at me like,
but
why aren't you getting this, David?
Clarks need to get on that. Have you seen that Raheem Sterling's advertising Clarks?
Really?
Yeah. It's,
I mean, Clarks are going really highbrow. I remember as a kid, you used to have those machines where you measure your foot.
yes, I can't wait to do stuff like that with Ivy.
Yeah, but they don't do that anymore now. They haven't got that machine.
Oh.
It's like an iPad that you put your foot on.
Really?
Yeah, but as a kid, that machine used to terrify me because I think, hang on, these are 4 metal bars closing in on my foot. What's to stop that machine just crushing my foot?
See, I used to love it.
Yeah, I used to love it up to the point when it stopped. All before that, I was very nervous. I
was gutted the day that I got into adult shoes and I had to stop. I was like, I've got to do this myself, Mum. Where's the help?
Do you go up to as a kid, you go up to a size 12 or 13 and you start again at 1?
I think it's 13. Do you start at 1? I don't think... Do you start at 1?
You go back to 1 again.
6, don't you? No, don't you start at 6? I've never seen, if I buy a pair of trainers, I've never seen an adult size 1.
Okay. There's official shoe people listening to this, surely. He will give us a different...
Email us, tweet us.
Yeah.
At A Daft Question.
Where do child sizes stop and adult sizes start?
I think I'm going to put my neck on the line and say child sizes finish at 13, adult start at 6.
And where do adults...
Or even 5.5.
Yeah, and where do adult sizes traditionally stop at like a high street retailer?
Well, I think traditionally it's 13, 12, 13.
Maybe. When you have to go to...
When I worked in the retail sector...
Oh, hello.
I'm sure you'd get the odd 13s, but predominantly it's 12s. You'd get the odd 13. But they do you can get up to 16, 17, can't you, in specialists?
You can, yeah. Well, I'm just guessing there.
Hitting the hard topics as usual.
Yeah. Okay, it's time for a surprise question now. This is the bit of the podcast where either one of us will ask each other a question that we don't know about, and then we've got to answer it off the cuff. I hate to break the wall, but yeah, obviously we told each other what questions we were going to talk about today. But this is a surprise one. Mike, I'm going to ask you this week. You don't know what's coming.
I have no idea.
In front of me, genuinely, I have A, B or C questions.
Show me, prove it. Prove it that you've got A, B, C in front of you. Because I don't believe you.
Just trust me. A, B, C. I want you to pick A, B or C, and I will choose that question in the envelope provided, and we'll ask you that question. What are you going to go for, A, B or C?
F.
You're going to go for F. Well, there's only A, B or C, so...
I don't believe there's a B or a C.
What are you going for, A, B, C?
Let's go with A.
Yeah, well, this is where you get egg on your face, because obviously there's no envelope. We go for question A. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Of course you are. Here we go. Question A, the surprise question. Mike, how many 10-year-olds could you fight off before being overwhelmed? So you're in a fight. You're in a dark alley.
Are they coming at me one by one, or is it like a big antisocial group? Well, at the minute, to be fair, because of COVID, they'd only be able to attack me 6 by 6. So yeah, I could take 6 on. I could take them all on.
Let's imagine it like a Royal Rumble scenario. So one is coming at you every 90 seconds. Every 90 seconds, one's coming at you. How many could you fight off before you're like, right, it's too much now?
Right, well, I've got to be honest and say I'm not the fittest at the minute, so that won't help me.
Okay.
But I have been carrying Ivy for 4.5 months, so I'd like to think that I've got a bit of muscle now in my upper arms.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to punch them? Like, what can I do to them? Because it's a 10-year-old versus a 34-year-old. I'd be scared that I get locked up.
In this scenario, you can use your physical force to do this.
Okay.
You've got to fight them off before they overwhelm you, that you can no longer physically fight back.
I reckon 16.
16?
Yeah, one by one, yeah.
Have you seen what 10-year-olds look like now?
Yeah, but you'll get a few that come up to my waist.
Okay.
Like height-wise, some might be a bit bigger, but just next.
Drop kicking some of them.
They run to me and I just put a foot in their face. 16 comfortably. One by one.
Right, yeah.
If it was 16 in a group, I'd get battered.
Okay.
But one by one, I could take on 16 10-year-olds.
We need to do some kind of computer simulation to see whether.
I'm glad it's going to be computer simulation, not real life.
Because tomorrow, Michael, your challenge. I was thinking this for myself, and I went with two. Two. What? Understand my reasoning?
Have I massively bigged up myself here?
I'd be able to easily fight off one, but what would happen? There'd be another one in the corner just teasing me, and I'd just crumple like a crisp packet, just in terms of.
But what would they tease you about, David? You're perfect in every way.
I don't know.
By the way, what's happened to your beard?
What do you mean?
Well, didn't you have a more defined beard last time I saw you?
What, yesterday?
In real life, don't give the secrets away. Hang on, let me check the photo of us when we last met each other in real life a year ago.
In real life, which was like a year ago.
Oh no, you were actually clean shaven.
Yeah.
Well, I pay attention, don't I? If anything, you've got more of a beard this time.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going for two. Yeah, I think if one just teases, I'm just going, no, don't call me words. I'm going for that.
I think this will help me because at school I got teased for being ginger, so I've kind of built up that immunity now. Like if it's original and funny, fair play, I'll high five them. So if it's like, what else are they going to tease me about? My body, beard, it's perfect. So if they were to attack me, it would just be for being ginger, and I'm used to it. So yeah, I'll stick to it. In fact, I'll go 17.
17. Yeah, okay. You're bolder than me. 17.
Well, that's what they've always said behind your back. I'm sorry, David. But everyone at uni.
Oh, well, I hope everyone enjoyed Surprise Question. And next week, roles reverse, Mike. You're going to send me the Surprise Question.
Cool.
And we'll see what we do. Let's get back onto the questions. Now, I feel like there's a certain question coming up now, Mike, which you should have pre-prepared for. Have you pre-prepared for this question?
Have you not pre-prepared?
I wasn't able to, unfortunately, today. I'm
sorry.
What
a shame.
That's
funny that, innit?
Yeah.
Right, let me get it out the fridge.
Right, while Mike gets out the fridge and he gives me that stare of, fuck you, for this. The question is, can you eat garlic bread cold? Yes, that's right. Can you eat garlic bread cold? Michael, I can watch him now on my Zoom. Has got a double garlic bread out. I'm gonna guess it's from Tesco. Was it from Tesco?
You'd be wrong.
Oh, where was it from?
Co-op.
Co-op. Oh, ooh la la.
It was because it was right next to the pub that I had 2 hours drinking time. So I was like, yeah, I'll just pop in there. But unfortunately, I had to get 2 garlic breads.
I don't. That's fine. I think I like how they give you dual garlic breads nowadays.
Yeah, but they add an extra 70p onto it. I only want one for this.
So,
right. So
have you cooked this garlic bread and let it go cold?
No. So my theory is, right?
Okay.
My question is, technically, can you eat it cold?
Yeah. Okay.
Because essentially, it is just bread and butter.
Right. Flavoured butter.
That is what garlic bread is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but it's bread and butter. There's nothing stopping you going to your bread bin, getting some butter, making you a quick little sandwich just to kind of top up your tea. So I'm thinking, what's the difference in garlic bread? Why do we have to cook it?
That's true, and I guess it's basically just a big baguette cooked.
Yeah,
it's crispy. You can eat it anyway.
It's very nice cooked, and I'm not disputing that. But I just, why do we cook it? Why is everyone like, why is it called garlic bread? Why not garlic toast?
Okay, yeah.
I buy garlic bread. It comes out the oven as garlic toast. You don't buy toast and put in the toaster, do you? You buy bread.
See, that's another idea there. Pre-cooked toast. Would people take that?
No.
No, they wouldn't. No.
I mean, I don't mind cold toast, but then it gets to a point where it's just rubber.
Okay. And I guess there's other foods, like, I know we're talking about you eating it straight cold, but you can have, like, pizza from the night after.
Yeah.
It's cold, you eat that. One of the best breakfasts in the world, that is. Just Domino's from last night. Pizza. Get the Domino's, getting the meteor from last night.
And I've had cold cooked garlic bread before.
Okay. But we're going for straight.
100%. Because, I mean, it is, as I said, it is bread and butter. Why do you have to cook it?
So we're going to do a live podcast. I say live, it's pre-recorded for you, taste test. and you're going to have to trust that Mike has just shown me
Yeah.
on the screen there.
In fact, I'll take a picture for Graham.
Okay, for the old gram. So Mike's
So when this goes live,
Mike's got a big garlic bread there.
I haven't got a good background. Hang on.
Got to get a good filter as well.
I can't have a towel in the background.
What filter will you go for on that?
I've got condensation everywhere.
Is that a filter, condensation?
No, no, like real life condensation, David. The millennial.
Oh.
Right, okay. Photo has been taken. Right, proof that I'm going to do this.
Okay, all right. So how are you going to do this? Are you going to tear a bit off? Or
Lucy is so glad that she's in bed for this, by the way. So she doesn't have to smell my breath afterwards.
So here we go. So what are you going to tear a bit off traditionally? Hang on, he was tearing it off in half. There we go. Okay.
So it's in half.
So you're going to take a bit off?
That's got butter on. Don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, kind of see it, yeah.
So I'm going to take a pre-cut piece of the baguette.
Okay, here we go. Mike Malins is testing it out. He's taking a bite, chewing in the conventional sense. Everyone waits in anticipation. He's surveying the bread, understanding the taste of it, swallowing there. Nice sound effect there from the swallow.
You'd need more butter, but yeah, you could.
You could, okay, all right, okay.
It's a little bit dry. Oh, my hands are greasy as anything now. It's a little bit dry, but yeah, you could. Yeah.
Okay. So how much of that could you eat before you think this is too much now? Could you eat a whole baguette, or do you think it'd be like toast, a couple of slices, maybe a couple of 2 or 3 pieces?
I could eat a whole baguette cooked.
Okay, but no, straight cold, like you've got there.
At the right time of day, I could do that.
Okay, okay. What's the right time of day? What's the appropriate time of day to eat a whole baguette of cold?
I'm not doing it,
bread?
David. I'm not eating a whole baguette of cold garlic bread.
Eat it, eat. Is it like a mid-morning snack?
11s?
11s. Just on a walk. What have you got? This massive garlic bread.
Accompanied with a bit of swan, maybe?
Yeah. You just bring this flask out, and in the middle of the flask is this big garlic bread. Yeah.
I'm having a piece. That's not, like I said, a bit dry, but it's okay.
Another piece. Well, on that bombshell, Mike eats another bit of garlic bread. That's the first episode of ADQ or A Daft Podcast. I hope you've enjoyed listening. And if you have enjoyed listening and you've got iTunes, please give us a 5-star review and a comment.
My eyes are watering.
To let others know that you've enjoyed this podcast. And look, again, on the socials, as you're having a bite, finish that first and just let people know where they can contact us on the socials again, Mike.
Hang on.
Questions in. Here we go. Got to let him chew. Got to let him chew.
Try, remember. Right, so Twitter or Instagram at A Daft Question. Or email adaftquestion@gmail.com.
Lovely.
TikTok, to be confirmed.
Yeah. And we'll be back with another episode soon with more daft questions, which we will say and we'll try and answer. But yeah, first podcast episode. Oh, it went all right, didn't it? I think.
Yeah. Are we now live? Are we just chatting between ourselves?
I think we're just chatting. This is the bit where we fade out, I think.
Right.
And people go right. And people go right. I'm switching Peter Crouch back on. That was a waste of time.
We never listen to them again. I had a laugh.